Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your number one source for all things films and movies. And with the new year kind of roaring to a start, it seems like a lot of new leaks and rumors for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe have been kind of coming through one right after another. And real quick, we wanted to give a huge shout out to our Instagram page, so we'd really appreciate if you guys headed over to our Instagram, scrolled through some of our posts, maybe hit the like button and followed us over there. We do a lot of really interesting content if you love comic books, the MCU, DCEU, whatever it is. If you just like movies, it's a really cool page. We've been working really hard on it, and it would mean the world to us if you went over and checked it out as well. And while, of course, for the most part, with every leak or rumor that comes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you really have to look at it and consider the possibility that it may not be 100% accurate. However, these new leaks suggesting a sequel film that was pretty unexpected may have a lot of fans excited if this turns out to be a true plan coming from Marvel themselves, and that would possibly be to do a Black Widow 2 film sometime in the future. Now, what's really interesting about this is the fact that obviously Black Widow, which hasn't released yet, despite the fact we were so close to seeing a release last year, was likely set up to serve as some sort of additional send-off to Scarlett Johansson's character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially since it takes place as a prequel to the events of Avengers Endgame and even Infinity War. However, now these talks are starting to circulate that Marvel may be in the earlier plans of panning out a Black Widow 2 movie, and surprisingly enough, this film would not star Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, but instead would follow Florence Pugh as her character Yelena Belova, who is set to star in this Black Widow movie as well.
Would you ever want to continue on the mantle of Black Widow and play that going forward? Do you think that's the plan?
I don't know. I think for me, when this whole opportunity arose, everything about Yelena isn't necessarily about being passed on to them on a mantle. It's more about they were from the same product. They were product of the Red Room, and they faced the same problems, and they have been hurt in the same ways, and it's about how they get up and how they fix themselves.
Now, the main thing that this information tells us, besides this possible film down the road, is that it is kind of more than likely looking like the new Black Widow movie would be some sort of passing on the torch type film where we see the mantle of the Black Widow get passed from Scarlett Johansson's character to Florence Pugh's character, and Florence Pugh would be the new Black Widow in the Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward. However, there also are some other contradicting suggestions and rumors that might suggest even more for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A while back, we got the trailer to Loki, the Disney Plus series, and in that trailer, we do see a brief shot that does highly resemble the Soul Realm, and there is a character that possibly could look like Black Widow sitting there for a brief moment, suggesting there is still a possibility that this character is somewhere out there in this limbo type state and maybe could make a return in one way or another. We really don't have the full answer when it comes to that. However, just the fact that we have this one shot in Loki does make a lot of fans at least question what could be considered or what could end up happening when we look at all of the options, especially one that is so closely tied to Black Widow's story. Now, so far they've managed to keep all of these story elements completely under wraps for a very long time, significantly longer than most people had thought that they would even keep the main plotline stuff for Black Widow secret, especially since the film was that close to releasing. Though, nonetheless, it looks like there's still a big mystery and question mark surrounding the Black Widow movie and what we will see from it whenever it finally does release, most likely May this year, and we'll see some of these plot elements and characters introduced that could be playing a larger role into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the future. But we do want to ask you guys this: do you think that Black Widow as Scarlett Johansson's character will make a return in more of a form than just this first film? Or do you think that the main idea is to pass the mantle and kind of pass that torch on to Florence Pugh's character instead? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every single day. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?